It just makes
sense. Homelessness in New Jersey is on the rise, and New Jersey needs to take action.
We need to address the issue of homelessness here in our home state.
The need for emergency food and shelter has exploded. Without adequate funding, the safety net that benefits all New Jerseyans is in peril.
And if we don't meet that demand, the costs are only going to be greater as we ignore the problem.
I have seen firsthand the growing need for shelter in New Jersey. This economy is bringing to bear the fact that more and more families are shelter insecure.
We need to resolve this problem for those who face this dilemma.
These are families, men, women, and children. Some of our neighbors and friends are just a paycheck away. We are better than this. With the demand increasing and funding decreasing, our future is not bright.
If you're as concerned about what's going on in New Jersey right now as I am, you'll recognize that there is a problem.
Homelessness in New Jersey has risen 45% in the past 2 years, and our shelters face funding cuts and higher expenses.
Last year alone, over 158,000 people sought out homeless emergency services in New Jersey.
That's more people that live in the city of Paterson, which is our third largest city in the state of New Jersey.
Can you imagine what could happen if this problem goes unchecked?
It is uncharacteristic of New Jerseyans not to help those in need.
Homelessness is a huge problem that is only getting worse, and we need to be able to make progress by working smarter and not just working harder.
When jobs are created, we need a workforce to fill them. A physically and mentally healthy workforce who could show up every day and bring their best to their work environment. That's not possible if our workforce lacks stability in their lives.
The pressure on our shelters to make sure that everybody has a roof over their head, food for them to eat, and basic necessities, that pressure is only getting worse and worse.
What I'm hearing from our shelters is that they're struggling to meet that demand, and we need a line item in the budget of $10 million to meet that need.
We are therefore calling on the state legislature to include at least $10 million in the budget to provide critical services to the state's most vulnerable population.
Our homeless shelters are the frontline defense for people who have no place else to go.
We can offer individuals experiencing homelessness a pathway to stability, dignity, and a chance to rebuild their lives.
By providing food, shelter, basic hygiene, clothing, the person is lifted off the street and out of the car and into a warm environment where they have the opportunity to begin their path to housing.
Because people deserve safe places to be, and you can't imagine having a better life and what you're going to do tomorrow when you don't have a place to sleep today.
We have an obligation to help our homeless citizens live with dignity. But we can only do that if we can provide basic human needs when they are in crisis.
You may ask, what can I do?
Call your representative and urge them to put a $10 million line item in the state budget to support our shelters and social safety net.
This isn't about charity. This is about investment and hoping to help everybody become the best version of themselves.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense.